It's gonna be a beautiful sunrise.
Lil Nas X shocked the world last night, but not in the way he used to. Videos of the rapper wandering the streets in nothing but his underwear, yelling at strangers and stumbling around like he'd completely lost control, went viral across social media.
Hey,
What
don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat, town. Pow. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Batty boy, won't you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, won't you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem? Break it down.
Witnesses said he looked disoriented, unhinged, and at times almost like he was performing for cameras that weren't there. By the time police showed up, things escalated and he was arrested after reportedly lashing out and even assaulting an officer. The clips are everywhere. Fans can't believe that the same artist who once dominated the charts with Old Town Road and Montero, Call Me By Your Name, is now trending for all the wrong reasons. The image of him being dragged into a police car in nothing but underwear is shocking, but what really has people talking is the bigger question: what happened to Lil Nas X? Because if we're being honest, his career isn't what it used to be. When Old Town Road dropped in 2019, Lil Nas X wasn't just a star, he was a phenomenon. The track shattered Billboard records, became the longest running #1 hit in history, and made him an overnight sensation. Everyone knew his name, everyone sang his song. He became the face of a new generation of internet-driven stars, showing how TikTok and memes could create global icons. Then came Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and once again he owned the spotlight. That video of him sliding down a stripper pole into hell and giving the devil a lap dance was pure shock value. It made headlines worldwide, it had conservatives outraged, and it proved he knew exactly how to use controversy as marketing. He doubled down with Industry Baby, teaming up with Jack Harlow and putting out a prison-themed video that went viral instantly. For a while it felt like Lil Nas X could do no wrong. He was funny online, always trolling his haters. He was bold, unapologetic, and willing to go further than anyone else in blending music with spectacle. But fast forward to now and the story feels very different. His singles aren't topping the charts anymore. The internet isn't obsessed with his every move, and the music industry, which once couldn't get enough of him, has shifted its attention to newer, fresher faces. That's why fans are speculating that what we saw last night wasn't just random chaos, it was the unraveling of an artist who doesn't know how to handle not being the center of attention anymore. The truth is, Lil Nas X built his entire career on shock value. From Satan shoes with human blood in them, to onstage kiss scandals, his brand was always about doing whatever it took to keep people talking.
That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again.
But there's a problem with living off controversy. Eventually people get used to it. What was once outrageous becomes expected, and the audience moves on. That's when shock artists often spiral, because if you can't outdo yourself, how do you stay relevant? Think about it. We've seen this pattern before. Stars who skyrocket to fame dominate every conversation then fade, and when the fade starts, desperation kicks in. For Lil Nas X, walking around half naked screaming in public and lashing out at police might be less about art and more about panic. Panic that people aren't paying attention anymore. Fans online seem to agree. One viral comment read, "He's not relevant anymore and he can't handle it." Another wrote, When the music stops hitting, the stunts get crazier. This is sad to watch. People who once cheered his boldness are now questioning whether he's completely lost control. And in a way, the timing makes sense. He's been teasing new music for months, promising that his next era will be bigger and bolder. But how do you build hype when the world isn't watching the way it used to? For someone like Lil Nas X, who thrives on attention, the answer might be, do something shocking enough that they have to look. The problem is this time, it doesn't look like clever marketing, it looks like a breakdown. Let's not forget the pressure he's under. Fame came fast and it came heavy. He went from sleeping on his sister's couch to being one of the most famous people on the planet practically overnight. Since then, every move he makes has been dissected. Every post, every outfit, every lyric. Millions of people have opinions. Living under that microscope, especially when you're still in your early 20s, can take a toll. But what makes this moment so sad is the contrast. Not long ago, Lil Nas X was celebrated as a trailblazer, a young black gay artist unapologetically taking up space in an industry that wasn't built for him. He inspired fans who saw themselves in him. He gave hope to people who felt invisible. And now, the headlines aren't about his music, his artistry, or his courage. They're about an arrest, erratic behavior, and speculation that he's spiraling. The images from last night tell a brutal story. Lil Nas X, once strutting confidently in designer clothes on the biggest stages in the world, now stumbling barefoot in his underwear while strangers film on their phones. The humiliation of being arrested in that state, of having it plastered online for millions to see, only adds to the perception that he's fallen. And the saddest part? The memes came fast. The internet that once celebrated him is now laughing at him. Jokes about GTA arrest screens, comments calling him washed, edits mocking his career, all flooding timelines within hours. That's the danger of building a career on being the internet's main character. The same crowd that hypes you up when you're hot will clown you mercilessly when you slip. So where does he go from here? That's the big question. Some fans believe this arrest could mark the beginning of a redemption arc. Maybe he'll check into rehab, maybe he'll lay low, and maybe he'll come back with music that shifts the narrative. Others aren't so sure. They think this is just the start of a downward spiral, the beginning of a slow fade into irrelevance that no amount of stunts can stop. What's clear is that last night's meltdown wasn't just about underwear or yelling in the streets. It was symbolic. It showed the world what happens when fame fades and an artist doesn't know how to cope. The spotlight that once gave him power now feels like it's crushing him. It's a tragic irony. Lil Nas X was once the master of controlling attention. He could turn hate into hype, controversy into cash, but attention is addictive. And when it starts slipping away, the chase for it can destroy you. Right now, Lil Nas X is at a crossroads. He can use this as a wake-up call, get the help he needs, and rebuild on his own terms. Or he can double down on chaos, spiraling further into the same behavior that landed him in cuffs last night. The choice is his, but the world is watching. Because as much as people love to laugh at a downfall, they also love a comeback. If Lil Nas X can channel this low point into something real, raw, and honest, he might just remind the world why he mattered in the first place. But until then, the sad truth is that one of the most exciting stars of the last decade is now trending, not for his art, but for his downfall. So what do you think? Is Lil Nas X really spiraling because he's not relevant anymore? Or is this just another stunt that went too far? Either way, one thing's for sure, this is not the same Lil Nas X who once had the whole world singing along.